All westbound lanes of Normandy Boulevard closed right now while police are investigating a deadly crash.
Channel 4's Ashley Harding just talked to a neighbor in the past 30 minutes, and Crystal Chen is here to help you avoid those traffic backups.
So, Ashley, at this point, do we know anything about this victim?
Kamasi, we just got information, I would say literally in the last 5 minutes. I just spoke to a gentleman who says that the person who was hit by a car and killed this morning was actually his girlfriend. I am not going to identify her name just yet. It's too soon to do that. He tells us that the two lived together in that mobile home, and he says she did go to the store here last night that's directly in front of me, this BP gas station. But again, his message is we want to know who did this, if this was an accident, if they could just come forward so they have information. But something new I want to show you as well. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement is now here on the scene. That is their mobile unit right there. And you can see detectives are here on scene putting down evidence markers. You can see they're being very meticulous in what they are doing right now, what they're looking for. As I was sitting in the truck a few minutes ago, I noticed that there were also detectives way down here to the left where the body was found this morning. They were searching kind of in that wooded area, but you can see just how meticulous they are being right now. So clearly they are onto something. They are working to gather what happened here. They're trying to find who this driver is. At this point, there is no description of the vehicle involved in this crash. Now, again, I did talk to a man who says this was his girlfriend. He tells us she was a mother of three, and he tells us her children were young. He tells us as young as 11 and 7 years old. And we will hear from him later on. But I also did talk to a neighbor who tells us he also lives in this mobile home park, and he told us what this area is like in terms of traffic.
It was a tragedy because I live there and my kids come. It's like we walk this way. If people's not paying attention on the road, that could be me with my kids. I don't believe it should be a bus stop should even be on the main road anyways. They can pull in just like in the trailer park right there and turn around. So I believe there's things that could be changed.
Now, we are still waiting for official confirmation about what led up to all this from Florida Highway Patrol. But as I said, I talked to a man who says this was his girlfriend. We will hear from him later on today. But again, as I showed you, FDLE is now here on scene. And there's also still some traffic issues because of what they are doing here. Let's check in now with Crystal Moyer.
Thanks, Ashley. Well, I'm going to show you exactly where exactly this is on the map. This is right in front of that BP gas station on Normandy Boulevard at Lamplighter Lane. All those westbound lanes are blocked, and you did see in that live picture that cars are being detoured out there. So definitely very slow moving as you're heading eastbound and westbound as well. A lot of onlooker delays as well. Please give them plenty of space. Avoid this area if you can, and go ahead and take this detour. It's going to head onto 4 Acre Road, get onto Hurlong Road, and then you can get back onto Normandy Boulevard that way. Again, this will take some time for investigators to get that scene cleared up and to find out any more details in that case. But again, as soon as those lanes do open back up, we'll make sure to let you know.